What flies under the radar for a lot of career-focused parents and high-achieving professionals is something called habitual burnout. It's not just burnout, it's not just stress. We'll unpack the three stages of chronic stress and how it turns into habitual burnout, the signs of habitual burnout, and how my stress rewire hypnotherapy can help you to recover. So, the hidden danger of burnout and how to reclaim your career growth and well being if you are experiencing habitual burnout. Look, it's always, I have worked all my life in high achieving environment, big educational enterprises. I ran businesses, and generally, we work in the culture of hustle when we celebrate this notion of resilience, which in fact pushing through stress. And we carry this resilience as a badge of honor. We hide behind busyness, we hide behind the to-do list and the full calendars. Yet, beneath the surface lies a hidden, much more dangerous reality. A lot of us experience habitual burnout. If you are a high-achieving professional or a career-focused parent, the silent burnout could be quietly sabotaging your career growth, relationship, even health, including mental health, without you realizing it. I know it because I lived it. For years, I juggled two demanding jobs, built businesses, educated myself while raising my family, unaware that what I labeled as just normal stress had spiraled into habitual burnout. The exhaustion, cynicism, and deeper sadness became part of my identity. I thought something was fundamentally wrong with me, and it wasn't until I unraveled the truth, the reality, the real stages of burnout. And that was started to lead to my recovery, career revival, and revival of my relationships with myself and with my close family. And today I help other professionals fast track their healing journey through hypnotherapy for stress relief and work performance. And I offer faster, deeper route to freedom and fulfillment. Now, so let's talk about what is habitual burnout. Habitual burnout is a final, more severe stage of burnout with symptoms like chronic fatigue, sadness, cynicism, depression, and emotional numbness become ingrained in daily life. It's not just rough patch, it's not just a bad month, it's not just I need a vacation, it's not just I need a good night's sleep. It's a systematic breakdown of emotional, physical, and mental reserves. And once burnout becomes habitual, it often feels like there is no way out. Many start believing that suffering is simply inevitable and that they are somehow broken beyond repair. And this misconception delays proper intervention and healing. So let's look at the three main stages and how they lead to the habitual burnout. And it's critical to know the stages in order to prevent, reverse, and reclaim the energy and your career and relationship trajectory. So there's three stages. I'll talk through them very briefly. Mentally, notice, are you on the path? So the first one is the stress onset. It begins innocently. You take one more responsibility, push a little harder. You ignore early signs in your body, headaches, irritability, sleepless nights. And at this point, stress is manageable, but because we are often conditioned to normalize it, we often miss the warning signs. The second stage is the chronic stress stage. And here stress becomes your new normal. You notice ongoing physical symptoms, tension in the areas of your body, digestive problems, persistent anxiety that doesn't go away or shows up out of nowhere, mental fatigue. And you rely increasingly on coping mechanisms, what I call passive coping mechanism, cigarettes, emotional eating, binge watching, self-criticism. Yes, self-criticism is a coping mechanism for chronic stress, negative thinking, overthinking, rigorous exercise, dieting. That's another one that I see quite often in clients coping to just get through the day. and your nervous system is now stuck in high alert, unable to reset into recovery. This stage, we also experience high allostatic overload. If you are interested in knowing what exactly allostatic overload is and how it shows up in chronic stress sufferers, you can go check out my other video. So at the chronic stage, at the chronic stress stage, the nervous system, which is excellent at going through stress, distress, recovery, and stress cycles, is unable to go back to its healthy functioning and regulation. That's why symptoms persist and they never go away. The third stage is the habitual burnout stage. At this stage, symptoms solidified into your identity. This is scary, I know. You feel persistently drained, emotionally detached, because emotional numbness is the final stage of depletion when your body and mind cannot uncover the resources for your day-to-day functioning. They go into shut down. You experience hopelessness and feel resentful. Brain fog follows you every day, depression, low self-esteem, cynicism about work and life. This is a big one. So when I see people being highly sarcastic, expressing a lot of cynicism about life and negativity, this is a byproduct of chronic stress and specifically the final stage, which is habitual burnout. So you're feeling perpetually negative about life. This is a coping mechanism, a powerful survival coping mechanism, but also an indication, a red flag that your nervous system and the mind are sending to you. And these symptoms that I just said, they are not fleeting moments. They are daily companions. And without intervention, habitual burnout doesn't just limit your career growth, it robs you of joy, creativity, and personal fulfillment. So traditional management often fails. Let's talk about what works. Many professionals attempt surface level solutions. They try meditation, quick vacation, and generic self care, like taking a quick healing class or go for walks. Or while these are helpful temporarily, they do not address the deeper unconscious stress triggers embedded in your personality traits, beliefs about self-worth, and emotional wiring from childhood. This is important to understand. A lot of my clients, myself included, started experiencing chronic stress from childhood. This was a state of adaptation to their immediate family or environment. If you were raised in toxic environment, emotional neglect, all these feeds into chronic stress. Early chronic stress onset from childhood, and then we bring it into the adulthood and into our career, into relationship, etc. So that emotional wiring from the childhood could be a powerful feeder into your habitual burnout. So what I do is hypnotherapy. I went through this through burnout and childhood stress and all that. And the thing that really worked for me was hypnotherapy, because it's a nuanced work and offers a profound, lasting solutions. Through targeted subconscious work, we dismantle the inner patterns driving burnout. And we are very nuanced and very focused about this. Things that I see often feed the personality traits and that often feed habitual burnout are perfectionism, chronic helper identity, low self-esteem. So we isolate and find those hidden mechanisms that work at the background and feed into your perpetual burnout. And we rebuild healthier, sustainable frameworks that help you grow, recover well-being, and reset the nervous system for safety. And my holistic approach integrates mind, body, and spirit. We uncover the real drivers behind your habitual burnout and guide you to lasting recovery and renewed purpose. So, just a quick note, a personal note on recovery from chronic stress and habitual burnout. If you're wondering if change is really possible, it is. I broke free from habitual burnout. As I said, my journey with stress started very early in life. I reclaimed my energy, redefined my career, and rediscovered joy in life again and work. And so you can. Did you know that recent study revealed that average professional experiences significant burnout symptoms by the age of 32? This is really concerning. And a lot of this burnout and buildup of stress symptoms happens because I blame the culture of hustle and push through. We do not have awareness and enough understanding of what it is for the body to function, to recover, so we don't understand the workings of the unconscious mind and the nervous system and the mind and the bigger picture of productivity and sustainable productivity, working with the nervous system, working with the unconscious and the mind. So a lot of this is our ignorance and the hustle culture, and also learned behavior from parents. We basically keep following what we have learned, the models, the references that we have learned, which is normal. And the world is hyper connected. On top of this, we have high expectations. We have social media pulling us into millions of different directions and teaching us that just resetting, just regulating our nervous system through a couple of somatic drills is going to settle our anxiety. No, it won't. It doesn't work like this. But when we try those somatic exercises, we buy those online courses, and I've been through this myself, and we try them, and it doesn't work, where do we go? We go deeper into the same mechanism that we have used before we started them, which is self-doubt, cynicism, more anxiety, more negativity. So longer intervention is no longer optional. It's essential for our health and long-term career vitality, emotional vitality. If you're ready to break free from habitual burnout, and if you recognize yourself in any of those stages, even a little, don't wait until it becomes your identity. You can book a complimentary stress diagnostic call with me. We will dive deeper into where your burnout journey started, what are the identity hidden internal blocks, and create a tailored roadmap for your recovery and growth through proven techniques. So you can book a free diagnostic call by follow the link to my calendar in the description. Bye.